Hey hatchlings, it's Leah the Lunar Leo, and today we are going to do some kitchen magic. Now, I've always been interested in cooking. Love watching Food Network. My mom and I, we used to cook when I was a teenager together. It's just something I've always loved to do. When I started my spiritual path and became a Wiccan and a witch, a practicing witch, I really liked the idea of kitchen witchcraft. However, when you go on YouTube, like a lot of us in the Hatchling clan love dragon feather videos, right? How did we find the Hatchling clan without watching her videos? And she's super cool, she's relatable, she's no BS, so you really feel like you can understand what she's saying. It doesn't feel intimidating. So when I would go on YouTube looking for kitchen witchcraft ideas or somebody who specializes in that, it's really tough to find. I mean, they're out there, but it's tough to find. And so I kind of wanted to be that relatable voice for kitchen witchcraft because it's awesome, it's fun, and it's a great way to be kind of inconspicuous if you're in the broom closet. So I'm going to walk you through a very simple kind of kitchen cleansing spell. I struggled with I have so many ideas for what I want to do in the kitchen with you guys, but I struggled with narrowing it all down, and I thought, I need to clean my kitchen. Why don't we just do a kitchen cleansing spell while I'm cleaning my kitchen? It's very quick and easy. It smells great. So I'm going to walk you through how to do a kitchen cleansing spell. Alright guys, so we are in the kitchen, and this is my kitchen altar for our cleansing spell that we're going to do. We've got our incense, our cinnamon stick. We've got our wooden spoon, which becomes in the kitchen like your magic wand. And of course my besom here. We've got all of our spices, including our roses. And here is fresh rosemary that my husband got for me. We've got our tea, our bay leaves with our intention or our spell written onto the bay leaves themselves. We have our salt, chili powder, and rose hips. And I've also decided for aromatics to add some Deep Peace essential oil blend. It's from this really awesome company called Pure Vita. My mom gets me all these products. I think the website is vermontoils.com. Let's see if we can't find that. So if you're interested, they are very high quality oils, and this is definitely not an advertisement. I just really love these oils. They're very high quality. They're really good. So we're gonna do some Deep Peace to bring some peace, some deep peace into our life, into our kitchen and our home. Put that there. And I've also got peppermint oil here. Also a very good brand. I found this like at TJ Maxx. It was on sale. I'm telling you, you can find witchy goodies anywhere. So we're going to use peppermint because it's very cleansing. And that will be one of the first things that we add into our cauldron. So that's just kind of how I set up my altar in the kitchen. And that's kind of what I would include, for whatever spell that you're doing or whatever you're doing in the kitchen. Maybe placing your items on this altar first before you add the ingredients into whatever pan or bowl or pot that you're using. So that is my kitchen altar. So next I'm going to kind of explain to you what I've got going on here and why I'm going to be using it. So we explained a little bit about the essential oils. We've got the peppermint and the Deep Peace. Bay leaves are definitely a very magical spice or plant, and it is said that if you write your wish on a bay leaf, that it will come true. So I thought that I would use bay leaves, and I thought that I would, instead of writing a spell and burning it this time, I would just put it right into my cauldron with everything else. So here we've got chili pepper. Now we're gonna add the chili pepper and the sea salt. I have the Himalayan pink salt, but you can use any salt that you'd like. So we're going to use our salt and our chili pepper and our peppermint oil to cleanse the water first. So those will be our first ingredients. So I just want to point out something that A lot of people maybe don't appreciate when you're in the kitchen. In terms of kitchen witchcraft, if you can see this pot of water boiling, so what's going on here is we've got the element of fire, right? We've got element of water in there. Now we've got the element of air going. You see what I'm saying? And the elements are interacting. You're changing the energy that's in this cauldron, if you will. You're changing the vibration, you're changing the atoms and how they move, how they relate to each other. So it's very magical to me because you can see it. I mean, how is this not magic? It's also chemistry, but it's magic. So think about your elements, think about how they're interacting. We got the fire, we got our water, we've got our air. We're gonna add our earth with our spices. So I've added my cleansing, protective, banishing ingredients. So I've added my chili pepper, which is for banishing. I've added my rosemary, which is for cleansing and protection. I've added my sea salt, which is for cleansing and protection. And I've added my peppermint oil, which is for cleansing and protection. So now you want to take your wand, your wooden spoon. What I like to do is to stir it 3 times counterclockwise, because we're thinking about banishing all the negative energies, all the negative vibrations, any negative spirits. So we're going to stir that counterclockwise to banish it. And then we're going to stop. Give it a little tap. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it smells so good, you guys. So we have added our bay leaves, which have our intention or our spell written on them, and we're going to add those in there. Oh, lost my wand, y'all. And we're going to stir it now 3 times clockwise. We are going to invite those energies and those intentions. Oh, they flipped. But protection, blessing, and cleansing. So we're going to stir that 3 times clockwise to invoke that, to bring that upon us, to cleanse, and give it a little tap if you want. So now that we've got all of that going on, we're going to start building. So we're going to start adding the elements of love, tranquility, peace, things like that. So let me grab those. Then we have cinnamon. I like to use a little bit of powdered cinnamon because it really smells good, and a stick of cinnamon, you know, because I like to get fancy with it. So cinnamon is a protective spice, as well as a spice that is used widely in love potions. And we want to create, you know, a loving atmosphere. So we're using cinnamon for the protection and for the love. Ginger is also a spice that is widely used in love spells. So we're going to use some ginger as well. It's also used to quicken any spells. It enhances the power of a spell. So we're going to give our spell a little extra boost. Oregano. Oregano is also a strengthener. It's also used in love spells. I know that was surprising to me. And it also helps strengthen bonds and relationships. So in our house, we want to have strong relationships, friendships, and love. So we're going to add that as well. So I'm going to grab my cinnamon. We're going to add our cinnamon. I'm just going to do 3 times clockwise to invoke love and passion in my home. That's a little more than 3 times, but we're going to add that to there. Now we're going to take our ginger. You can use ground ginger, you could use fresh ginger if you have it, you could use grated ginger, whatever you can. Used for love and strengthening bonds. So friendships, love relationships. So we want to strengthen those bonds. Next we're going to add just a little bit more cinnamon. I'm going to use powdered cinnamon this time just because it's aromatic and it smells so good, y'all. So, you know, go ahead and do a nice hearty sprinkling. Now you could also, you know, as you're adding your ingredients, you can add them in, say if you're doing a banishing spell, if you're, you know, getting rid of something, add them in counterclockwise. If you're trying to bring something to your life, add those ingredients into the cauldron clockwise. So we've added our cinnamon. We're gonna add a few drops of deep peace essential oil. Oh my god, y'all. Oh, I wish you could smell it. And then, oh, exactly 3 rose hips. So, rose hips, as legend says, they invoke or invite good spirits to dwell inside the home. So I had some from Valentine's Day. I just poured out exactly 3, so that's good. And we're gonna add those 1, 2, 3, kind of in a clockwise motion. So now that we've got all that going on, we're gonna take our wand, our wooden spoon, stir it 3 times clockwise to invite all of that into our home. Oh my god, it smells so good, you guys. Alright, so we have our rose petals. Because I really want to make this a place that my husband and I feel loved and intimate, passionate, and comfortable. So I've got 3 rose petals. I'll add those in there. Give it a little stir. Remember clockwise, because we're inviting all of this energy into our home and into our lives. And then the very last thing that I'm going to do is add our tea bags, chamomile, chamomile, yeah, it's chamomile, chamomile and lavender. We're going to add our tea bags to unite all of those flavors and spices, blessings of protection, cleansing, love, peace. So we're going to add the chamomile and lavender to unite everything and to invoke calm, peace, and tranquility. Please keep an eye on it. Please don't go anywhere. If you're going to leave the kitchen, make sure that you turn your stove down. Please, safety first, you guys, because we use a lot of candles and incense. We work a lot with, elements like fire, and these things can be dangerous sometimes. So make sure that you are being safe, and that if you walk away for any reason, you're not leaving anything on the stove like that, and you're also gonna turn the heat down to a reasonable level, because we don't want any hatchling house fires. So we're just gonna let this steep away. Alrighty, hatchlings, so we have cleansed our kitchen, and I've cleaned my kitchen, and it's getting a little late, so I'm going to wrap it up. But I really hope that you enjoyed learning something very simple and basic in the kitchen. Kitchen witchcraft is so my thing. I'm hoping, if all goes well with the curator challenges, that I will be kind of doing more of a frequent kitchen magic blog, if you will. But either way, I'm pretty sure I'll be posting a lot more about kitchen magic. So if it's something you're interested in and you want to see more about, if you're interested in learning about potions and recipes and all kinds of stuff, I would love to talk to you about it. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Have a great evening, safe weekend, and blessed be.